Hi quilters, it's Stacy with Sew Steady, and we are so excited to be hosting our first week of our holiday gift guide, and that includes 6 weeks of deals and giveaways. This week we're kicking it off in our big way with one of our most loved Sew Steady accessories, which is our 2-arm suspension system. It comes in a cute little box like this, but you're getting 2 big arms like you see right here to be able to add to help you and give you support in your sewing room. That's right, that's buy one, get one deal on the 2-arm suspension system, which equates to 4 arms in your sewing room. This is such an awesome tool for being able to do free motion quilting, ruler work, and everything else that you might want, including mending your dog beds or even embroidery. It's awesome for doing quilting with embroidery. This little clamp that you see right here clips onto your extension table, your counters, your tables. It's got 3 inches of gripping space with rubber grippers to protect whatever you're gripping to. Then you clamp it really easily to your extension table and etc. to be able to secure that arm. Once you do that, you're able to go ahead and clip your project right onto the arm. I like to keep a loop in mind to be able to keep it extra secure. It helps with the weight a little bit, but this is awesome for doing all of the things that I mentioned, including even binding your projects if you're a quilter. So how does it work? Earn bonus giveaways when you sign up, and every time you sign up you're able to go ahead and enter for each of the week's drawings. Make sure to like, comment, and share for bonus entries, and if you choose to purchase the deal, you get one more bonus entry. Whether you're purchasing from one of our dealers or one of our popular resellers online, take advantage of that opportunity. Every week we're going to ask you to tune in for our next week's deals, and you're going to find out who won the deal of the week last week. So please join us as we celebrate our 6 weeks of holiday deals and our gift guide, and make sure to tune in for your next week's.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? We have Kathy from Long Island, out New York. Good morning, Kathy. And Ronnie, my friend from Northeastern Arizona. Debbie's here, our Cactus Deb from Glendale, Arizona. And Monica's here from Durand, Illinois. Di, good morning from Southern California. And Joyce is here from Mesa. What we're going to look at this morning is hearts. Yes, you all have my heart. Okay, that was corny, but it is what it is. Anyway, what we get in our heart set is these are available individually and as a 6-piece set. And our hearts go from 1 inch to 6 inches. So that is quite a diverse size of hearts. And I'm going to show you because I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this morning. So I'm just going to show you what I have done in the past, and you can see just how diverse these sizes are. They are fantastic. I like putting them together this way. I think it's really cute. It's a great way to do it. You can template every other one if you'd like. And, you could too go in with your Inktense pencils, start with a real dark color, get lighter and lighter and lighter. And I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. Now, one of the other things we're going to do this morning is a heart. What do they call this? Bunting or just design. And we're also going to show you a border. And along with the border, we're going to talk some math. Now, don't get upset. It's not hard math. Okay. But you may want to have a pencil and paper to take down some notes on it because it is helpful math. Have you ever thought of using hearts for spin effects? Well, we're going to take a look at this morning. We're going to Debbie. Happy birthday. So I hope you have a beautiful day and just many, many happy returns. Lee, good morning from sunny and windy Indiana. And it is windy and the sun's not quite up here yet. We're still waiting for it. Carla, good morning. Oh, there are lots of ways to do lots of ways to use this set. Carla says she has the full set and love it. There are lots of ways to use it, and there are, Carla. I'm only going to touch the surface here this morning. Okay, Di says she has the hearts, loves them, highly recommended for everyone to purchase them if you don't have them. Absolutely, Di. And even though they're available individually, I always urge people buy the set. Buy the set. You will not be sorry because once you have one, you're going to want the rest of them, right? Kathy, my friend, good morning. Kathy's joining us from Texas this morning. And Chris is on her way to Appleton. Oh, I'm jealous, Chris. So I hope you can see us all the way through the Fox Valley into Appleton. Oh, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you this. This is hearts. Yes, this is hearts. This is an 8 reference or 8 crosshair heart. And Janice is here. Janice here. Oh, today is her her granddaughter Debbie's 19th birthday. Oh my gosh, they get so big. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is I want to do 4 rotations on the heart. And let's take a look. Let's do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it with the 3-inch. Okay. Now, the lines on the heart for lining up is not in the vertical center of the heart. It is towards this side. And why it's towards this side, as you look, that's the very bottom of the heart. This is half. This is only half of a heart. So we need to be able to flip this over. Make sure you put stable tape on both sides of your heart templates. That is so important. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this down. We're going to make sure you guys have good view. There we go. Let's make sure we're really well focused, and we are. And I'm going to pull my bobbin thread up. Almost forgot that step. You'll see I don't have my, you know what, I'm going to change this because I don't have my crosshairs pulled out quite far enough. So we're going to go ahead and do the 2-inch. It's going to look the same. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, here we go. And take that 1 stitch in place, keep our stitches a little smaller because we are going on a nice curve on the top, and then we're going to stop with our needle down. Okay, so let's get rid of this thread. You all know that's going to happen when I'm on, right? Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this around. There we go, lining up again my horizontal and my vertical. Stitching out the hearts does not take a long time. They actually go pretty quickly. And the sunshine just poked through. I don't know what kind of temperatures you all are dealing with, but it's getting kind of cool up here. Next towards the weekend here, it's only going to be in the 30s. And they're talking snow. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I don't think it's going to be able to stick though. even if we get it. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this around. And we're going to flip this again. Now, if you wanted to, you could go all the way around in one direction and then come back in the other direction. That's perfectly acceptable. That works too. Okay, making sure we're nice and lined up. And we got one more time around. And I know what some of you are going to say, and I'm going to agree wholeheartedly with you before you even say it, because I know what you're thinking, because I think the same thing too every time I do this. Turn it so you have a clearer picture of it. And down we're going to go and back into the center. All right. So, just out of curiosity, how many of you see it and what is it? I love it. Isn't that adorable? Okay. Rita, welcome and good morning. It should be afternoon. Oh, I understand, Rita. Our time change messes you guys up just miserably. I know it does. I am so sorry. Our state, if it means anything at all, our state voted to keep the same time all year round, but unfortunately, not everyone around us did. Okay, so here it is. Here is 4 rotations. Let's go ahead and do 8. And now I told you you could go all the way around, then come back and do it all the way around the other way. Let's do it that way this time so you can see just how it is done, okay? And there we go. Let's get that thread up. And our needle back down. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and we're going to just keep going in this one direction. Okay. Good morning, Rena. Good to see you. All righty, here we go. Now, if you're going to go in one direction, the difference is you are going to have to travel back. Now, what is the advantage or disadvantage to traveling back? Well, the way I see it personally is you're going to be building up this center quite a bit, which can be a disadvantage. Now, the advantage to it is if you have a thread that is too, if it blends too well with your fabric and you want this design to stand out, then you're going to want to travel back. I'm going to show you just the difference that it is. And you can see right here the difference in the weight of the thread, how much more visible it is. And you can use that as a design element. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, now we're going to come to the next rotation. We're just going to get that out of the way for now. And travel back. If you wanted to put 16 rotations, you could do just half of the heart. You wouldn't have to do the whole heart. There's so many different ways to use these templates. You notice I'm not letting go of the template and cutting my thread this time. And that's because I want my traveling to be nice and clean. And by that, I mean I don't want it wiggling or wobbling off of my previous line of stitching. I'm going to show you this before we put the second half in so you can see what that design is going to look like as well. And you can see it's starting to build up in the center already. Now we're going to come around, make sure you've got a good clear view of it. Make a stitch in the center because when I come back, I want to make sure that it stays right in that spot. Okay. And come around. We've got just a couple more to do. Now, I will tell you, it may be just a little more challenging to make sure that you're lined up correctly. When you're flipping it, you're going in one direction and then you're flipping it to the second direction. But I think for me, it was important to show you this design as well. Kind of reminds me of the pinwheels we used to run around with as children. Oh, that was fun. See how fast we could get them going. And this is our last one. And this center is getting real thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop there because I do have it stitched out already so you can see what it looks like. And there is another version of our hearts. I like it back here where you don't have any lines. You can really get a better idea of what it looks like. There we go. Isn't that cool? I really, really like that. Kathleen, good morning. Yeah, Di, we're doing the same thing. Well, you know why? Because the states around us, one of the states around us, there were three of us that had to change, and one of them turned it down, so we didn't get to go. Frustrating. Yes, Di, it's a beautiful little flower, and this is the 2-inch. Remember, you could go all the way up to 6 inches with these. So it really allows you a lot of versatility. Now, what I did here was I did the same number of rotations, 8 rotations, but I stitched in the whole heart. And I love this echo effect that comes along with it right in here. I know you guys get sick of hearing me say this, but oh my gosh, Temply, Temply, Temply. So many opportunities. Okay, let's talk some math. Ugh, nobody likes math, especially first thing in the morning, right? I'm going to use my 2-inch heart here. And what I want us to notice, and let me grab my little ruler here. I know I have one. Well, it's not so little, but it's a ruler. What I have is a 2-inch heart, which means from highest to lowest, it is 2 inches. Very easy math. This wide part here, from here to here, and you'll see that it has the etched line on it, is 1 inch. half of 2 inches, right? So 2 inches from top to bottom, 1 inch from side to side on one half of the heart. And from this line to the top is going to be 1/2 inch. Okay. So if we look from this horizontal line here up to this middle of the heart top, I call this the bell, is going to be 1/2 inch. So think about this. 2 inches, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, right? 2 inches divided by 2 inches is 1 inch. 1 inch divided by 2 is 1/2 an inch. And we can do that with any size heart we want. Okay, so let's look at a 4-inch heart. Okay, 4 inches from top to bottom, 2 inches from side to side, and 1 inch from the widest part to the top. If you have an odd number, I'm going to say that again in case you guys are writing these down, okay? 4 inches in overall height, 2 inches from widest part, one side now, not the whole thing, 2 inches from here, and 1 inch from here. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So that is how we're getting these numbers, guys. Like I said, it's really very easy math. Let's take a look at the 3-inch chart. 3-inch overall height. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So we have 1.5 from here to here. 1.5 divided by 2 is 3/4. So we have 3/4 of an inch from here to here. Now, that's not the size of the template, it's the size of the stitched design. Want to make sure that that's clear. Because if you come in here and you measure this template, it's not going to measure those numbers that I just gave you. But the design will measure those numbers. Why is this important? Well, it's important when you start designing different things. And one of the things it's really important for is this absolutely gorgeous border. And I'm going to show you how to make that border this morning. Okay. Let's see if we've got anyone else. Okay, Cronwell, she loves the versatility. I do too. I love the versatility of the hearts. They are so much fun. Now, another thing you're going to notice, I have my templates colored again. Okay. I was teaching a class and I brought Sharpies and I suggested to the class, go ahead and color these in. It's easier to remember for me, and it's easier to remember the size when I look at the colors. If it were up to me, we'd have all of them colored, all of our templates covered. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So we have to do it ourselves, which is no problem. My only suggestion would be if you're going to color in your templates, be consistent across the whole collection of templates. So, in other words, any 2-inch template would be colored in red. Any 3-inch would be colored in black. Any 4-inch would be colored in green. By keeping them consistent, we will keep that in our brains for when we go from one size to the other. I think that's important. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the border first. And remember, this is universal for any border. what I have here is going to be using the 2-inch templates. Yep, I'm going to use the 2-inch on these guys. I've just got a love affair with 2-inch templates this morning. What can I say, guys? Oh, okay. Since I don't have Ken today, I am monitoring my own comments. So every once in a while, I grab a drink and take a quick look. All right. Now, to set up this, I'm going to use this because it's easier for you guys to see. To set up this border, what you'll notice is I have my entire template from here to here. I also have my entire template from here to here. This is the reason I just talked about the math of it. Because what we've got to do, okay, this is, I believe, 4 inches. Yep, it's a 4-inch template. So I've got 4 inches from the highest point to lowest point, remember? Then I have 2 inches from here to here. And I have 1 inch from the widest part to the top of, I call it the bell. So what I need to do when I set up for this template is I need to draw my bottom line and draw my top line of the first set of hearts. So I've got a 4-inch line from here to here. And you'll notice that my bottom of my next heart does not come all the way down to the bottom so that they are running side by side, but they're staggered just a little bit. So what I need to do then is I need to go up here and I need to draw my line for 4 inches apart for the top one. But how do I want to do that? What I want to do is I want to draw the first line at the bottom of my first heart. Then I want to go up to that 2-inch line. Remember that 2-inch mark we made here? 4 inches, 2 inches, and 1 inch. So that's going to be 1 inch above the original line that I drew. And I'm going to come down 1 inch for the hearts that are right side up. Up 1 inch for the hearts that are right upside down, 1 inch for the hearts that are right side up. And that's going to bring us exactly where we need to be. Now, the next question is, how are we going to stitch this out? You know, this confuses me. I'm going to be honest, it confuses me every time. I'm going to start here. Come up. I'm going to flip my template, come down. Okay. Then I'm going to move my template and I'm going to move my template and I'm going to come up and then I'm going to come back down, flip my template and come around. Move my template. I'm going to come up, back down, flip my template, come up, back down. Okay. I know that there's different ways of doing it. It's just, to me, this one has made the most sense. Okay. And you'll see there are some double stitching here, but it's okay. It works out. It's just fine. All right. So here we go. I'm going to do the first heart right side up. And in order to do that, I want the bottom of my heart to be right on this line. That is the line that's, for this particular size, a 1/2 inch from the bottom. I hope this is making sense. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay. We're good. No new comments, just checking. Okay, so I'm going to line myself up. This time, we're not going to worry. I got that stuck, sorry. This time, we're not going to worry so much about the vertical lines. This time, I'm worried about the horizontal lines. I want those horizontal lines on this line that's a half an inch up. That's going to be the bottom of my heart. And then this horizontal line on the widest part of my heart. Okay, so here we go. And I think I'm going to start here. You can start here and it'll be less backtracking. All right. Get my thread down and back up. There's my bobbin thread, I think. Yeah, there it is. And Jan, I have enough this morning. Oh, yeah, I double checked last night. I had a full bobbin to start with, and we didn't use all of it. So there we go. These older machines do have smaller bobbins. They don't hold quite as much. What I'm looking at, I am making sure that I have this horizontal line and this horizontal line lined up. First stitch in place. Come on. There we go. Gonna get this guy out of the way here. Cut him off in a little bit. And we just skim the top of that. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to skim the top of the first line. We're starting at the second line. We're ending at the third line. Down. And we're going to come around here. I always have to think this one through. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it because you're not going to be able to see very well. I would like to leave it in place for you. Now, you may want to get your spacing gauge out. And I've got mine right here. Just double checking that everything is lined up perfectly. Up we're going to go. Now this is where we're going to travel, guys. And we're going to travel to this line number 2 and stop. Now, I was going to change templates. I don't need to change templates. I need to change directions. That's all. Okay, there's our first heart. I love hearts. Now I'm going to put the bottom of my heart, because remember, this one's going to be upside down. You can check with your spacing gauge. Everything looks really, really good. We're staying nice and straight. Down we're going to go. Oh, perfect. I came off the template. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I hate it when I do that. Okay, if this were a real project instead of a practice piece, what I would do, I would go back here. I would pick that out. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, now we're going to come around again and line up. I'm going to use my spacing gauge. And if you're off, it's okay. You can move your template just a little bit. It's not the end of the world, okay? But you want to keep these horizontal lines nice and straight. Perfect. And we close this part perfectly. All right. So we've got an upside, right side up and an upside down. Now, where we want to go is we want to come in here and we're going to line everything up. We're going to stitch up and back and end up right here. Now, as I said, there's different paths that you can take. I just find this one works the best for me. And perfect. And down we're going to come to the bottom of our heart, our new heart. And where we should end up is right on this intersection. Okay. You'll see that this vertical line is going to just graze the previous heart. Down we go. And it lines up exactly where we want it to. And I'm going to turn it for you. Whoops, there we go. Get it hooked on the foot there. Check with my spacing gauge here and here. And it looks just right where we want it. Isn't this a beautiful border, guys? I'm absolutely loving this one. Now, I know that it is turnable. I have not figured it out yet, personally. But, whoa, I'm sorry. But my thought is you would just go ahead and put some extra hearts this way in here, and it should be turnable. Okay, so now this guy is going to go like this. And we're going to make sure, I want to make sure that I haven't gotten you guys out of, okay. Di asked if I could do one or two without turning the fabric so we could visualize it being done on a border of large quilt. Absolutely, Di. No problem at all. I was just doing that hoping that it would be easier for you to see. But yes, you are going to want to do this in this right direction. Diane, good morning from Chicago. Oh, we're having a fantastic day so far. Kate, I don't know if these directions are printed anywhere. I have not seen them. Okay. Um, I will look for them and let you know if I am able to find them. And Deanna, good morning from Prineville, Oregon. So good to see you. And it is early in your neck of the woods. Okay. I will continue going with my fabric only in this direction. Okay. So that you can see what it's going to look like if you are working on a large quilt. And this is a great one for a large quilt because it's easy. Come up here. I'm going to make my half of my upside down heart. I'm going to flip my template. I am going to make sure. Okay, guys, where did it go? Oh, I'll tell you what, some days I'm lost. I am such a klutz. Somewhere or another, I just lost my little stiletto. Okay, so I flipped it over, making sure that these horizontal lines are lined up again. Remember, the vertical lines at this point are really kind of just there. I like to keep these stitches short. Okay. I'm about not even about a quarter of a stitch short right here. No big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in. Now we're going to come in this direction. Remember, I'm getting the widest part of my heart, making sure that the bottom point is going to stop right there. So I'm going to go up and come back down. Use your spacing gauge. And that spacing gauge is going to be off just a little bit. No, it's going to be perfect. Sorry, guys. I went the wrong way. Wrong way, Corrigan. And back around again. And there we go. Now remember, these lines are going to disappear. So if you are off of that line by just a touch, it's not the end of the world. All right, there we go. Back up. And stop at the widest part. Isn't that a gorgeous design? This is one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites for sure. It's yeah, it can be used so many different times of the year too. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day only, right? Oh, I'm coming down a little low there. No worries. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over. I hope you can see just how easy this is. Not even when you're not changing the fabric, you're just staying in one direction. There we go. And we'll do one more. Lining up those horizontal lines again. And this will be our last heart so that we have time to get to the next one. And let me get my spacing gauge. Sometimes it's hard to see exactly where the horizontal line is when you're looking beyond your machine. And that's where the spacing gauge comes in so handy. And there we go. All right. I could just sit and do this one all day long. It's so fun. It is just relaxing to do. There's no pressure on this particular border. I'll show it to you without the lines. And there we go. That's without the lines, guys. What do you think? Good. Okay. Um, there's also continuous heart border in 2 and 3 inch. Yes, there is, Carla. Yeah, you can do this one any size you want. It can go from 1 inch up to 6 inches. Just remember, you're going to be adding half of the width, half of this width right here. Back here. You're going to add half of this width as another line to line it up. So what you want to do, you got a paper and pencil, Kay? Okay, if we have a 4-inch total width, from here to here is going to be 2 inches, and from here to here is going to be 1 inch. So the total width divided by 2 is going to be the wide part here. This wide part divided by 2 is going to be from the wide part to the top. I call it the bell. It's not a bell. I just call it that. Okay. So 4 inches divided by 2 equals 2. 2 inches divided by 2 equals 1. On this particular design, it's a 2-inch heart. So we have 2 inches from the top to the bottom. 2 inches divided by 2 is 1. So from here to here is 1 inch. 1 inch divided by 2 is a half. So we have the bell depth is 1/2 of an inch. Does that make it a little easier? Do a screenshot. All right. Oh, it is nice for a border. It's just pretty. And if you, here we go again. Template, guys. I am just into template these days. What can I tell you? Love the template. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. I've got a little line drawn up here. I think this one is just fun. It's we can use different sizes of hearts too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. You know what? The space constriction is what makes things a little difficult for me. That's the 2-inch. This is a 3-inch. Yeah, we're gonna try the 3-inch. I'm gonna put the 3-inch on the end. Okay, and I'm going to extend this line out. There we go. Arbitrary. No rhyme or reason to why I have drawn this way. It's just the space I want to draw it in. Okay. And there we go. Oh, I found the stiletto. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and post the link one more time. There we go. Let's start with the 3-inch. Well, first thing, I'm going to start with the circle. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to put just a circle here to start the design. You'll see why in just a minute. Okay, can you see well? Okay, good. I'll make sure. There we go. Lee has been so gracious to remind me when I am out of frame. And Lee, I want you to know your reminders have caused me to check more often to be sure I am in frame and I am focused. So I do appreciate you for that. I really do. Okay. Up we go. And I'm just going to make one circle here, stitch in place, come around. Get that off when I get all the way around and back to my line. There we go. And okay, I found my stiletto but lost my scissors. Oh, guys, I'm a hot mess here. What can I say? All righty, there we go. So Put my foot back in, put my scissors so I won't lose them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to line my widest part up here. And come back down to my center. Would this be so cute on a little birthday sweatshirt for a little girl? Hearts. You could put stars in the center too. Okay. And I'm going to use my spacing gauge to make sure that I'm lined up. We don't have any real lines to help us with the lineup on this one. So we really need to depend on our spacing gauge. There we go. And not the way it's going to end up on the floor. Wouldn't be the first time, right, guys? And I'm going to come back down to the line that I have drawn here. Needle down. Okay, so there's my first heart. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put, let's go ahead and put the same size circle in here. This time we need to go around 1.5 times. And I'm going to line it up so that I am on that line. Does it matter? Not really. It's a circle. Now, if I want this circle to not interfere with my heart, I'm going to stop so that it looks like it's coming from behind the heart. Come back up to my line and stop. Now I'm going to get another heart. And again, I am going to, this time I'm going to put it in this direction. You could put it in this direction if you want. You could even put it upside down if you want. But I'm going to have it come in this direction just because I think it'll look cute. Okay? No particular reason other than that. And back around. Now remember, the line that you drew in is going to disappear. There we go. And now we're going to come back this way. Again, we're going to have to utilize and trust the template with the spacing gauge. Okay, we had a discussion about trusting the template last night on the live last night. It was a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, usually, that the template is going to be right. My eyes, not so much. So trust the template. I'm going to use the smaller circle this time. This is a 1/4 inch circle. And I'm going to, there we go. Isn't that adorable? It is so little. And up on my line. And I'm going to use the 1 inch this time. We're just going to use the real tiny little heart. And I'm going to put it in this orientation. And we're going to stop right at that vertical center line. Going to pull that out, put it back in, use our spacing gauge. There we go. Especially when we're going in different different angles. We have to remember that spacing gauge is going to get us where we need to be. Okay. And now I'm going to go back to the little bigger one. This is a 1/2 inch circle. Coming around, stop at the line. There we go. And let's do the 2-inch again. This time I'm going to go in this direction. There we go. And we're going to come back. Use our spacing gauge. Beautiful. And there we go. Just give you an idea here of one of the little, they call it a bunting, right? That can be done with your hearts. Like I said, I think it'd be adorable on a shirt for a little girl for her birthday. And there we've got it. So, what do you guys think? Isn't that cool? I think that is so pretty. Oh, Jean has made it in. Ah, oh, I like this. What circle template am I using? Lee, I knew you were going to ask that. That circle template came out of our Artisan Curves Multi-Circles tool, and that was from the Elevate box Q2, which also has a heart on it. Right, right there, has a heart. Yep. So I like to keep that one just next to on my desk next to me. It's just an easy one to grab and to use when I want to do some small circles. Yeah. So I Kathleen said as soon as I said math, you know what? I mean, my girls, when they all get glassy eyed when I say math. Yeah, definitely glassy eyed with math. But you know what? Math for this kind of math, it's really relatively easy. Not relatively, it's very easy. Okay, it really is. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, yeah, I can do it too. We're going to start with with the largest, and we're going to work our way down here. We've got a few minutes left. Start at the bottom. This is our 6-inch. I was kind of hoping I'd have time to do this morning. Just looking at these different sizes is really amazing. I am lining up this center. Let me make sure that it's going to fit over here. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but we're going to make it fit. Okay. There we go. Lining up my vertical center with this line right here. Now this is a big one, so I got to move you guys up. And then as I get smaller, we'll go ahead and move you closer to the machine bed. There we go. We're off to the races with this one. Let go of that thread. I'm going to tell you, this isn't easy because my fabric is really too small for what I'm doing. We're going to do the best we can, though. This is going to be the hard one. After this one, it's going to get a lot easier. Yeah, come off the, there we go. And we're going to flip it over and go in the other direction. Okay, where did they go? Get rid of that thread here. Now, what you're going to notice is you can't see it very well, but my template is off of my fabric. Okay. And that's where I kind of fight with things. What would be more beneficial is if I had staple tape here and here. But we're just going to do the best we can. It's only one pass, I think. What I don't want to do is be pushing down on this part of the template because it's just going to stick to the bed of my machine because of the staple tape. There we go. I think we're going to do it, guys. I think we're going to do it. Push too hard. There we go. We did it. All right. So that was our 6-inch. Let's go to our 5-inch and see if that one is easier. And it should be. Okay. Lining up my vertical center. You'll see the bottom of the larger ones basically are the same. However, the height is going to be much different and the width. Here we go. Nice. Yep, we're good on this one. There we go. And this is our 5-inch. I need to take one more stitch there. There we go. And our 4-inch. We'll turn it over. And we're going to come back down and give you a better view. There we go. Three inch. I don't have a needle up, needle down function on this machine, guys. Sorry. And now we're going to our 2-inch. Oh, I'm going to go in the other direction here. And go this way. And our itty bitty baby 1-inch. And you see, the reason I like to do that is so that you'll see that all of these templates work exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the size. And there we go, guys. Oops, gotta change that. Okay, so there we've got it. We've got the nested set of hearts. Don't go breaking my heart. Okay, there we go. That was bad. All right, there it is. There it is. You guys, this was fun this morning. You could. Yes, Kathleen just asked. This is a good question. What would only using the hump of the heart do? Make a circle? Yes, it would. Yes, it would. You're absolutely right, Kathleen. So, yeah, love the nesting hearts. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. I really had a good time waking up with you guys today. And I want to remind you, like, subscribe, and share not only the So Stay YouTube channel, but please the 906 YouTube channel as well. I really would appreciate it. Next week, I will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, we'll do DMQ ribbon candy. I'm not sure what we're doing Tuesday and Wednesday yet because I haven't looked. Oh, yeah, you know where you die, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I could spend the entire day showing you guys different things that we can use these hearts for. They're just versatile. If you don't have any other set, this is definitely the set to have. And Lee, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. And until we see you all again, let's quilt.